Afternoon, peeps. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. The weigh-ins have just wrapped for Zhang versus Joyce 2. We are going to talk about the main talking point, which is Joe Joyce's weight. Joe Joyce, a career heaviest for this fight. Before we do that, quick look at the fight card. I like it. I think it's a decent fight card. It's good to see some fighters back. Anthony Yarde back in action. First time since that Beterbiev defeat. They have found a last-minute replacement, a guy called Jorge Silva, who is a career super middleweight. But what are you going to do on 24 hours notice? Just good to see Yarde back. Also good to see Zach Parker back as well. He hasn't been in action since the John Ryder defeat. I remember it was a hand injury. He takes on Khalid Grady. I don't know too much about this kid, but good to see Zach Parker back. This is an interesting fight in the light heavyweight division. Ezra Taylor versus Joel McIntyre. A lot of people super hyped about Ezra Taylor, unbeaten. Joel McIntyre a lot more experienced. Good to see how that one plays out. And always good to see Moses Atuma fight. Always good. I think this guy is going to be in the mix in about 2 or 3 years' time. I really do. Hopefully, no injuries, and he can continue to sort of have fight after fight. Hopefully, who knows, next year. I mean, we could be talking about an English title fight, and then you build on that. But good to see Moses Atuma. There's something about him. Like I saw him at the Fury Ngannou press conference, and he's very mean looking, very grisly. I like that. I can't wait to see him in action. He takes on a guy called Amin Bouchetta, who Moses Atuma said he's going to get rid of in 3 rounds. So yeah, look, a good fight card, a big fight card, as Frank Warren always tends to do, right? He doesn't do 6 and 8 fights. It's always 10 or 11. So it's going to be a busy night of boxing. All right, let's get to the main talking point. This is Zhilei Zhang versus Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce coming in at a career heaviest 281 pounds. Again, just to remind you, his weight when they first fought back in April, was it? He was 256 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's almost 2 stone. 2 stone, people, that he's put on in between the fights. I think that's too much. I really do. His heaviest prior to that was 271 against Joseph Parker. He has touched 270 before as well. That was against Michael Wallish. That was back in 2020. But really, when I'm looking at his weights, he really is a 250, high 250s, low 260 guy. What's he doing coming into the ring at 281 pounds? I mean, they're obviously trying to pay the size thing with Zhang. Zhang last time weighed 278. I didn't even listen to Zhang's weight. Let me see if I can find what Zhang touched the scales at. Zhang touched the scales at 287. These two are huge, massive. Joe Joyce 281, Zhang 287. I mean, Zhang's put on a lot of weight as well. Not as much as Joe Joyce, but Zhang's put on a lot of weight as well. But look, back to Joe Joyce here. Joe Joyce, I think, trying to play the size game with Zhang. There's not many fights where you see Joe Joyce being pushed back and having to fight on the back foot. He had to do that against Zhang, and I think he wants to almost try and dictate how this fight plays and push Zhang back. I don't think that's possible. I really don't. This isn't about size for me with this fight. It never was about size. I know like a lot of people said that Joe Joyce maybe came in undersized against Zhang the first time round. That's kind of Joe Joyce's weight though. Like again, mid 250s, 260s is Joe Joyce's weight. So the fact that Joe Joyce had abs last time round is neither here nor there. That's his weight. He came in at 256. Against Daniel Dubois, he weighed 258. Do you know what I mean? So that's Carlos Takam 263. That's kind of his weight. The thing for this fight was Joe Joyce didn't move his head the first time round. Now, Joe Joyce has got decent feet. Very deceptive, actually. A lot of people like to think of him as being slow. That's because his hands are quite slow. But his feet have always been quite good. I don't know if your feet can be that good anymore when you've just added on 2 stone. You've just added 2 stone onto your frame. So the thing that I think he had over Zhang, which was feet movement and speed of foot, I think he's now giving that away as well. That's just my own personal opinion. I'm not trying to say this means he loses the fight, right? Because again, I mean, these heavyweights can carry a lot on their frames, but again, you've gone from 256 to 281. 256 to 281. It's a big jump. For me, that's a big jump. You've added all that weight on in, what, 4.5, 5 months? I don't know, man. I think it's a lot. I think it's too much. Again, I think it just slows him down. I thought that the head movement was slow last time. I'm almost expecting it to be slower now. And again, what he was good or what he's been good at, Joe Joyce, which again, a lot of people don't give him credit for, is how good his feet are. His feet are actually pretty good. There's no way, just scientifically, there's no way you can add on 2 stone to a frame and your feet still be good. You can't. You've had to have slowed down a bit. So I think they're going for a fucking straight shootout. I think this is battle of the big boys. 287 versus 281. There couldn't have been in the history of the sport 2 bigger guys in a ring with each other. I know Valuev was massive, but I don't ever remember Valuev fighting anyone else that was massive, right? So I don't know, man. I think this is probably, off the top of my head, the heaviest heavyweight fight I can ever remember. I'm not even joking. That's huge. That's huge. So look, we'll see how it plays out. I've flip-flopped with this one a lot. I went with Joyce. I've gone with Zhang. I'm now with Zhang. I'm going to stick with Zhang on this one. I hope I'm wrong, because I want Joe Joyce to win. I want Joe Joyce to win, and then hopefully we can get some real big fights for him over here. But I just feel like they're trying to play the size game with Zhang. And I just don't think it. Zhang is comfortable, and I think we saw this when he weighed 278. Zhang is comfortable at that weight. That's just his weight. Zhang's comfortable at that weight. Let me look at Zhang's previous weights. What did Zhang weigh for Hrgovic? Zhang for Hrgovic weighed 277. Before that, 276. Before that, 274. So Zhang's used to carrying that weight, although I think this might be a career heaviest for Zhang as well. Let's have a look. It is. It's a career heaviest for Zhang. Zhang's been as low as 250, 249. Jesus Christ, way back in 2016, to be fair. But Zhang is, like, of recent, Zhang is used to carrying that kind of weight, right? Whereas Joe Joyce isn't. So look, again, I think this is going to be a fantastic shootout for 5 rounds, and they are going to land some leather. Oh my God. They're going to hit each other with everything, and I can't wait for it. I'm going for a Zhang, and again, I hope I'm wrong. Could be wrong. I don't think anyone knows how this fight's going to play out, but I'm going for a Zhang stoppage round 6. So pretty much the same round. I'm going for a Zhang stoppage round 6. All right, let's quickly see. I haven't done a video for a few days. Obviously, G-Man's here. Me and G-Man have been doing some videos, which you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Sonny Edwards, to even win 2 rounds in a row is hard enough task for my opponents. Sonny Edwards and Bam came face to face the other day. I'm doing the face off for those 2 next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Looking forward to it, because Sonny talks. Sonny talks, and I think Bam's going to be forced to talk as well. Freddie Roach, this version of Canelo will not be able to handle Charlo. I'm picking Charlo by stoppage. Stoppage. I've not even seen Canelo, apart from when Canelo fought Miguel Cotto's brother many years ago. I haven't seen Canelo wobbled. So to say someone's going to get stopped when I've not even seen someone wobbled is crazy. So I'm with Canelo on this one. Shakur Stevenson on De Los Santos. Big power, good boxing skills, but he's not going to be able to beat me. Yep, I think we can all agree with that. But this is boxing. Who knows? Tyson Fury sets new goals. None boxing related. I want to top the Forbes list. Good luck to him. Good luck to him, man. I think it's great that boxers can even have these kind of aspirations and thoughts. I think it's incredible. Not many boxers get there. Obviously, Floyd got there. I don't think Canelo's ever been there. I think he's been very, very close. Connor's been close. I know I'm spreading it out now to combat sports, but yeah, Connor's been close. But it's rare. So good luck to him if he thinks he can get there. I know there is a lot of money invested in the Tyson Fury brand now. Obviously, the Netflix thing's doing well for him. There's talks of him doing a movie. He's had a couple of books that have done bestsellers. He does really good pay-per-view numbers. I can never begrudge a man for making money. So good luck to him. We're going to do a separate video on this one. Crawford reveals that Spence rematch must happen at 147 unless notified in writing. So there's a lot here. The must happen then gets contradicted by unless notified. So obviously I'm expecting Spence to notify him and say, fuck this, brother, let's do this at 154. So expect that rematch to happen at 154. All right, guys, girls, we are done. A lot of you guys have been asking me about Conor Ben video. Ade, what do I think? Me and G-Man have actually sat down and done a video about that. I'll put it up later on tonight. We're not avoiding the subject. But yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one.